into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Boilermakers offense will get the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Scott.
I love... in a game, getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Caught behind the line, it's Hilton. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nice move to pick up yardage. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Slithers into space. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got fourth down.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Goes to the option. Touchdown, Michigan! Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Quickly complete. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
And the Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connection. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll go to the counter play. Hard running there. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On the run, it's Joyner. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period, first down here. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Finding open areas. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
From the gun. Got a man. It's Scott. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quick release on the RPO. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Handoff from the gun. Picks up the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
The Boilermakers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. Tight end now in motion. Marches ahead. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Wants to throw. It's Kennedy. Trying to find the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Purdue!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
And the Wolverines need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Back to pass, it's Kennedy. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Finds his man. It's Joyner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Using his legs, it's Joyner. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Nice move to keep running. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative.
There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Michigan. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll run it from the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Creates a little room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they came into this game believing they could run the football in critical down and distances, and they did it right there on that 4th down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion here.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Boilermakers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Throws to the tight end. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try the run. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Still looking. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. With the catch, it's Smith. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Boilermakers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, it's fourth and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Shakes off the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
The Boilermakers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
To the air. It's Kennedy. Got his man. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers are in the red zone. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He might want another play. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They'll go back to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. He will have to unleash a howitzer to try to win the game from here. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And he's going to have to reach to the bottom of his toenails and muster every ounce of kicking force he's got to try to win the game. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.